Hello, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. So today I just want to go over some pictures that I downloaded. Now these pictures of some figures what neca are releasing, which hopefully they're going to be releasing sometime. Well, they are going to be, apparently they're releasing them next year anyway. But some of these they came out probably about 4 months ago at one of the Comic-Con conventions or whatever you call them. By neca, that they finally announced some of the figures what are coming out. They did get announced, I think it was last year, but it all went quiet. So I just want to bring the images up, talk about them, like basically give you my opinion of them basically, and then we'll have a look on the website as well, and just have a look, see if there's anything new coming out basically. We are in the horror bar and it's absolutely freezing here. It's the 1st of December, and it's the first like proper like winter, like the first day of like really coldness. We've had a snow, ice, so yeah, it's really cold. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first one I want to talk about is these new Puppet Master figures. Now I've already got both sets what they brought out of the Puppet Master, so I will be definitely getting this one. I have to get it. I'm glad that they've done this character, which is called, I don't know, what's it called? Was it like Cheshire or something? Where it spins his head. Yeah, it looks really good, the figure anyway. It looks really good. Like I say, I do like this one. I'm not keen on this one, but I'll get to that one in a minute. But yeah, this one looks really good. I think they did originally wanted to make it so you can move parts of his head like it does in the film, but they couldn't. Some reason they couldn't do it. So yeah, basically, I think you just get different looks. Well, different head sculpts basically, but they did want to have it where you can move the head, but they couldn't do it. But yeah, I'm glad that they've done this one. This one I'm not so keen on, based on the fact that I've only watched Puppet Master 1 and probably 2, and I don't think he's definitely not in the first one anyway, and I don't think he's in the second one. I think he don't probably come into around the third or even fourth, because I don't know how many Puppet Master films there is. There's probably quite a lot out there. I'm not the biggest fan of Puppet Master. I did like the first one, and I did like the characters, what was in it. This one I'm not too keen on. It does look really good though. I think this one was called 6 Shooter, with it having 6 arms and 6 guns. It does look really good, the figure. These figures will be probably the same size. Well, they will be the same size as the other Puppet Master figures have done, and it looks like they'll be in the same sort of boxes and everything, so it will look really good. But yeah, I wish they didn't do this one. I wish that they did this one, and this one is good. And I wish they did the, oh, what was the other one? That woman, the woman in the first one has them slugs coming out of her mouth, which was pretty gross. But yeah, I would have preferred to do that one, and then it would have been like the original characters from the first one, because I think that was it. I'm trying to think back. It was a long time ago when I watched the first one, but I don't think there was that many puppets in the original one. So yeah, I don't know why they did this one and not the girl. Obviously they probably are going to do more Puppet Masters down the line though, I reckon. But yeah, I really wish that they did the woman, and then have with that one, the Cheshire. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm probably not. I'm sure it begins with T. But yeah, they look really good anyway. I don't know when these are going to be released. I think these will probably be released more like the beginning of the year of 2024. Probably around, my guess is around March time. Maybe February. Maybe February or March. But yeah, so that's this one. So we'll have a look at the next one. So this one is Megan. I only just watched this film literally a few months ago. I wasn't going to watch it at all. It didn't really take my fancy basically. It didn't look interesting to me, but I watched it, and it was a very impressive film. I thought it was really good. I did like it. I enjoyed it. So I am super glad that neca are actually bringing the actual full figure out, because they was doing the like little cartoon versions, what they do, the horror ones, and they was doing that version of her. So I didn't realise they was doing this version. This was probably more of a surprise when they released at the like Comic-Con places, whatever. I'm getting my words mixed up. One of the Comic-Con places, basically. But yeah, it looks really, really good, especially this head sculpt. This head sculpt looks absolutely fantastic. It looks like you get this extra head sculpt as well. So literally you're getting 1, 2, 3. And if you count the one on the body, it's 4. And you're getting all these accessories. So yeah, it's a really, really good one. I'm looking forward to this one. And it looks like, if I zoom in closely, it looks like this could be coming out in February time as well. It's not guaranteed though with NECA. NECA are not the best at releasing certain figures when they say they're going to release on a certain date, but it's around beginning of 2024. Again, it's not for pre-order or anything like that though, so that's why I'm thinking it might not come out around that time. It might be more like April time, maybe March, the same as the Puppy Master figures. Like I think the Puppy Master figures will get released around that time. But yeah, I have to pick this one up, definitely have to pick it up. So it's a really, really good one. So the next one is the Vincent Price one. Now, obviously, if nobody's seen some of the really old horror movies, they probably won't know who Vincent Price is, but they probably will know him just by the name. I'll have to admit that I'm not the biggest fan of Vincent Price's movies. I don't go back and watch films that old. They just don't really take my fancy, basically. I am a fan of him though. I do like him. I think he's done a lot of horror films, but yeah, as I said, I've never really gone back and watched some of them. I might have watched 1 or 2 in the past, but I just can't remember them. But I do want to pick this one up just for the main reason of one of the head sculpts you get with this one. Now, this could be a little secret tease by NECA. Now, I've got the Edward Scissorhands, the one what McFarlane released with the Movie Maniacs. I've still got that one, and this one will look so good next to that Edward Scissorhands, but not with this head sculpt what he's wearing now. With this one is literally the double of him, and it just looks exactly the same as him when he's in that scene of the Edward Scissorhands movie right at the beginning. Well, he's in little scenes in here all the way through the movie. But so I reckon this is a little tease by NECA that they are going to probably do an Edward Scissorhands figure. I really do think they're going to do one, because I don't understand why they would release that head sculpt when it's basically straight out of that scene. It's straight out of that scene, that movie. Such a classic movie as well. So I really do think that they're going to be doing that down the line. Again, I don't think there is. Yeah, I can't see the release date because obviously the little cat's in the way, but you can see the accessories you get with it. You get a little crow, a cat, and a skull. And you get 3 head sculpts. Yeah, so again, I don't know. I won't like to guess this one. But yeah, I'll have to pick it up just based on that head sculpt. But yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully they are going to do an Edward Scissorhands, because the one I've got is obviously an old one. It still looks really good for how old it is, but it would be so much better if they obviously redo it. And yeah, they obviously NECA do a really, really good job with the figures. So yeah, that's that one. Right, so this one, I'm not 100% sure that they're going to make this one. I did find this image online, so I basically downloaded it and saved it to my files so I could add it to this video. They was supposed to be making this last year. I think it was more like a rumour they was going to be making it last year. Beginning of last year, they sort of announced it. Someone announced it basically that NECA were bringing out all these figures. Some of them did come out last year, well this year. Some of them didn't come out, and they are definitely coming out next year because they did show them back at the Comic-Con. But yeah, so this one is probably going to be more like one of them secret ones. I do think they are going to make it and bring it out, and I think it will be absolutely fantastic. I think it looks so good, especially if they include obviously the well, the telly, the videotape. I'm not bothered about the picture, but yeah, definitely the well, the telly, and the videotape. I think it would look really, really good. So yeah, it's a strange one how I've managed to find this online. So I don't know if it got leaked. that neca had it in the plans to make and just don't get around to doing it. Maybe it's to do with licensing, I don't know, but yeah, I'll definitely be picking this one up because it did creep me out when I first watched this movie. And yeah, it was such a like an iconic moment. Obviously, it was a remake from the original one, which the original one is the Japanese one, which is super creepy as well, which is probably creepier than this one. But yeah, it's like an iconic moment when she's coming out the well and she actually comes through the TV. Yeah, it's pretty creepy, but yeah, it's definitely, I knew we'd have to get this one. But again, with this one, my guess is if this does come out next year, it's not going to come out, I reckon, till Halloween time. Yeah, I reckon around October time, if they do release this. Again, I don't know. I'm just guessing for the video, basically. It's a bit of fun in it, but yeah. So this is this one. So the next one is Beetlejuice. I reckon they're going to do a Beetlejuice. I said in one of my previous videos when I did the diorama of the tombstone, I said that I reckon that we are going to go back to this and basically redo all the Beetlejuice. I'm hoping to redo all the original ones first. Because obviously the rumor is that they finished filming the Beetlejuice movie 2. So the second movie will be coming out in 2024, hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully it's got the same actor who plays Beetlejuice. I've forgotten his name. But yeah, hopefully it's the same actor. I'm hoping they don't use too many special effects and all the rest of it, because I don't really like special effects in movies to sort of ruin them. But I know they use special effects in the original and it did look really bad. But yeah, I'm hoping they don't put too much in this one. But I am looking forward to it if they do make it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be good, because they tend to ruin movies, don't they, when they go back and they remake them. But this technically is not a remake, so technically it should be good. It should be good with it not being a remake, and hopefully they've got the same sort of actors in and everything in the original. But yeah, I reckon they'll go back to this, and hopefully they re-release or repaint and touch up everything anyway, the old ones, and also I meant to do that, and also obviously they'll probably add new ones from the second movie, because I don't know what characters going to be in the movie anyway in the second one. But again, this is just all stuff online. It could be not true at all. I mean, because there's been rumours for years that was making the second one, but apparently they have finished filming the second one. So yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully NECA redo all these and re-release them, because it would be nice for people to pick them up. It would be nice for me to pick them up, because if you go on eBay to try and buy stuff like these, it's just so expensive. I know it will definitely piss a lot of people off, obviously, who've got these characters, because obviously they're not going to be worth as much, because obviously they've been re-released, and people would want probably the newer one than the older one. Well, but it all depends on the paintwork, but obviously NECA always do a good job on it. So that's the Beetlejuice. So the next one is Krampus. Now this is probably going to be on everybody's list to get. It's going to be right at the top. But this got announced right at the beginning, I think last year, but then it went really quiet. Nobody knew anything what was going on. And then basically they showed at the last Comic-Con that it was all done. They've made the first ones anyway, the first sort of batch, if you know what I mean, but obviously they're not releasing them yet. And it looks absolutely amazing. It looks absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it looks amazing. It looks like it's all plastic, sculpted, and there's no material at all. Like, again, I really would love him I would really love it if they did a retro version. They probably won't though, but this still looks really, really good. Apparently the chains are metal as well on him. It looks so big as well. It looks absolutely huge. This has got to be at least, I reckon it's about 8 inches in height, maybe even 9, because it looks like a right beast. I reckon it'd be expensive, this one though. It won't be, I can't see it being at your normal neca prices, which is usually around 45. I think this one would be around £70, which is, it's well worth it. I think it's well worth it. It's going to be so good looking, so good on your shelf in your collection. But they're not just releasing that one, they're also releasing all the rest of the characters. This one again looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, it looks really, all this looks like material, but I don't think it is. I think the sculpting is just that good. The paintwork on it, you can see you get an extra mouth just there where you can see the little feet popping out like it does in the movie. Fourth quarter, so I think this is possibly around September time. No, just pause the video 1 minute, just let my cat in. I am back. I had to let my cat in. I don't know if you can see her there. So yeah, it's gonna look, again, it looks really, really good. The paintwork and everything, the sculpts on it, looks really, really good. So they're not just releasing that one, there's also all these little characters. These look fantastic. I reckon this one, I think this one will be around the same sort of price, 45, but they usually are. This one, I'm not so sure about this one, because I reckon, I'm hoping that they do this anyway. I'm hoping they put them all together. And if they put them all together, yeah, if they put them all together, I don't know, it's hard to say. If they put them all together, it could be around £70, the same price as the of the big Krampus. I'm not 100% obviously sure, which no one is at the moment. But if they put them all together, yeah, I reckon that's what they'll do. It would be nice if NECA could do some sort of deal where if you buy all of them, you get a discount or something. Because it's going to work out. It's going to work out probably well over 100 quid in it, basically, if you get all of it. And I don't even know if they're releasing any more characters. I ain't watched the film since last year. I usually watch it around Christmas time, and obviously it's 1st of December, so I will be watching it soon. So it'll jog my memory of the what characters, if there's any more characters that they might add to it. But yeah, it looks really, really good. And you can see there's another one of the little gingerbread men. They look fantastic, don't they? And they'll be super tiny as well. But I mean, it just looks absolutely brilliant. Detail in it, it's crazy. Look at that. Yeah, they look really, really good. And there's another picture of Krampus, which looks absolutely, I keep saying it looks amazing and brilliant, and it really is though. It looks really, really good. It looks really, really good. I can't believe how good this looks. This looks fantastic. This could be, in my opinion, when it's released, and if it looks like this is probably going to be the best figure that NECA have ever made. And just think, if they made it in retro as well with real cloth, oh my god, that'd be absolutely amazing. It would look crazy, wouldn't it? It would be like a masterpiece. It really would be. But at the moment, with it all being plastic, it really does. At the moment, from these pictures, it really does look like the best figure that NECA have ever done. In my opinion, obviously. It could be somebody else's opinion, could be saying, like, obviously, it could be a big fan of, obviously not horror. They might be a fan of, like, I don't know, Turtles or something. They do a lot of Turtles, don't they? And they might say they're the best figures NECA have ever made. But this one, the detail they've put in it's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, that's all of them. We'll have a quick look on Mad About Horror's website, see what see if there's anything new coming out. See if these are on there. I don't think they are though, but we'll have a look.